This is another young vine that we're trying to set the branching structure on. Now, as you can see, the left-hand side has a spur position right here, and the right-hand side did have a spur position, but it was right at the top of this trunk. Now, I'm assuming they had no other options, so last year they left it there just to keep the sap flow running on this side. And it seems like a good thing because there's a water chute right here, which is in the perfect position to start a new branch off. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to commit to my spur positions for this year. As you can see, bud 1 on this one is pointing down and towards me to the mid row. Bud 2 is pointing in back to the fruiting wire, and then bud 3 is also kind of in line with the mid row. So this year I'm going to take bud 1 and I'm going to take bud 2 and 3. That's our new spur position. Bud 2 will be our renewal spur from next year, and we'll start branching it back in the right way. And then on the right hand side, I'm going to commit to this water chute on the trunk, and it's still pencil thickness, although it might not seem it. I'm going to do 2 bud spur on that one using bud 0 for the renewal bud and renewal spur, and then bud 1 for our fruiting cane position. So that's an easy maneuver. And then on the left hand side, there's quite a lot of vigor in this vine, so I'm going to wrap the fruiting cane off last year's spur down for fruit, just leaving a shorter amount of buds on there. But what I'll do is we'll remove this crown, and take it there, leaving enough dry back space before it gets to the new spur positions. Now that they're out of the way, we can count out our buds. I'm going to say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 through there. Now, because we are following our branching process on these small vines and we really want to get that branching shuckers shape happening, I'm going to wrap this cane down, and anything below the wire from the crown to the wire, in early September when the shoots are bursting in Australia, we are going to shoot thin these buds off, and that way it's going to allow plenty of light to penetrate these spur positions. The last thing I need to do is just look over the vine and just clean up anything else. As you can see, there's a water chute there. That's a crown cut to remove that one. Any little stubs of dead wood, just remove them as well, because as the vine starts to swell and expand, any bit of dead wood that it has still attached to it is going to restrict it from swelling in that certain area. And you can kind of see that from here. This one here, sort of like got an indentation where that stub has been. So if that was cut real short and it's out of the way, the vine is likely to start swelling around it and just sort of absorb it. Just to see exactly what it looks like once it's fully wrapped down, you've got left hand, right hand spur position set, good distance from the cordon wire to start branching out. And then we've got our fruiting cane wrapped down here onto the wire. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 buds up on the wire. And then, as I said, early spring, we're going to come through and we're going to knock off these buds between the crown and the wire. And that is just so that we can get plenty of light penetration into this crown, so that these spur positions are the healthiest thing on this vine. And when we're setting our structure on our vines, and each year when we're pruning, the spur position is the most important thing that you need to be worrying about, because the spur is forever. We branch it on for years and years. The fruiting cane is the thing that's going to come off after one season.